what becomes fascinating is this really says, don't even make those delineations, because all things that are whole or spherical contain the qualities that as we breathe them in, like the spheres of air, the qualities of air, as we breathe in those air spheres, we are then enlivened not by a type of partial air oxygenation, but actually by wholeness. So the underlying symbolism is that the sphere is always when we take in holiness, and we are nourished by wholeness. And so if you go to the next...
Can I just ask, are these her illustrations, or they're drawn from her vision?
No, they're her illustrations.
Oh, my, okay.
She was remarkable. She was a dramatist, she was a poet, she was a healer, she was a visionary, she was a seer, she was an exorcist.
Wasn't she a composer or musician?
She was a composer. She wrote extraordinary music.
When did she live?
She, from 1098 to 11, was it 96? I mean, 98 years, in a time where 25, 30 years was a good life. But she's very extraordinary because she was the 10th child of, the Count of Sponheim, yeah? And that as the 10th child, you were given to a convent, basically. And she was enwalled, which means that you are literally, once you enter the convent, a wall is built and there's no leaving it. But I started to see that this is like a queen bee. She was enwalled in this convent, cut away from all knowledge of really a lot of other works, the writing, but through the relationship to her inward worlds. She had profound insights into the healing nature of plants. She wrote a book on the healing nature of plants, the healing nature of prayer, the healing nature of song. And she did all of these things. She also she would go into fits or periods of pain and really go into a type of torpor almost, where she would seem near death. And when she would emerge from these, she would have these remarkable visions. And it wasn't until she was in her 40s